Hey you guys, this is Zachary, I'm Christopher, and I'm going to be showing you guys a video on basically just my stats of Call of Duty Elite. Now, I do not have Black Ops 2 yet. I wish I did, but I do not have that game. I do want to get it hopefully soon, and I'd like to play it because it's really awesome. I've seen a lot of videos of Black Ops when it comes to multiplayer. I've seen the whole entire campaign on the YouTube channel, and I've definitely seen a lot of zombies, so I think I know what I'm going to be getting into when I finally get the game, hopefully soon. But I'm just going to get statistics of my basic overall MW3 career. I'm just going to be showing you basically, you know, the basics of what I've been doing. As you can see, I'm not the title of the best player. I have a .7. I did worse than that for a while. In fact, I had like a .64 until like Prestige 3. But I don't know what happened. I just sort of like did so well. But I dug myself in such a hole. I had so many deaths that even with my continuous higher than 1 KDRs, I'm still having a hard time catching up. I've only raised a .04 KDR since you've seen me, since I've actually started getting good. So it's that hard to get out of my deaths. Essentially, you can consider my death like a freaking, debt, and I cannot pay it off. That sounds like the deficit we're in. But not about politics. Let's just talk about this. But yeah, I'm just gonna show you the basis of my Modern Warfare 3 career and see how well I've done. I mean, I haven't done like superb or anything. I'm not like an awesome person at it, but you know, I didn't do absolutely terrible. I did at first, but then I started getting really good at it. And probably put some gameplay up eventually, but for now I'm just going to give you this. Let's go just into my Modern Warfare 3 career. I did notice the huge change in the look of the Call of Duty Elite mobile app. They've definitely changed the look of it, and I'm assuming adapting it to Black Ops 2's look, which is nice and blackness, yeah. It's saying that I have 1.2 weeks until I prestige to level 1 of 6 prestige, which could be accurate. It's not always accurate, because sometimes I do a little bit later, sometimes I do a little bit earlier, but nonetheless. Let's look at my matches. These are private matches, by the way. These are just sheer private matches that I mess around with. Those ones are. You know, these aren't actual matches online, otherwise they'd have a lower KDR than I do now. And this is just showing you all of the hours, 125 hours, and all the gameplay. Well, it has gameplay as other, which is probably private match, which is 41 hours of private match. 24 hours of that, basically a full day worth of those. But then kill confirmed, I played 36 hours because that's basically a day and a half worth. Now these two have like 2 days worth, and that one almost has 4. You know. And those ones have about a day and a half worth, and that one almost has 2 days worth. So, I mean, yeah, you know. Alright. I'm not the best at this game. I don't have to say much else. It's telling me that I get about roughly 180 XP per minute, which is somewhat inaccurate because I've getting more than that, in my personal opinion, or sometimes less. Like sometimes I have to wait a minute for anything, but then I get like a crap load of XP out of nowhere. And like every kill for me, like every other kill is always 200 points because I use Specialist and I also use Hotline Pro. So I get a lot of assists and stuff sometimes, and I get a lot of that. And plus every kill, every first kill, third kill, fifth kill, and seventh kill, you get like 200 points. So I get a lot of XP off of that. And plus, with all those different types of perks, you get a lot of stats done, and that gives you a lot of XP. I see a lot of 10,000ers just come out of nowhere at times, and I like it. You know, like, free XP. It's not really free, but it's like you're not putting as much effort into the XP, but you just get it anyway, which makes Specialist and Hardline the best setup you'll ever have, in my opinion. 0.7 KDR, like I said, I'm the best of this game. I had even worse than that at one point in time, but continuously, you call it debt of death. And yeah, I've been trying to dig my way out, but I don't think I'm going to. And I'll probably stop playing this game as much when I finally do get Black Ops 2. I'll put a lot more emphasis, and I'll probably do the option where apparently you can play the first 10 levels on boot camp on Black Ops 2, and I'll get a bit of practice in before I actually play the game itself online, so it won't affect my KDR. It won't improve it, but it won't disprove it either, which is good for me. You know, it won't prove it, it won't like improve it, but it won't degrade it either, which is incredible benefit to myself, and I would definitely go for that. But that's up to you. Yeah, and that way I might be able to get a higher KDR when I first get into the game, because I'm not that bad at this game. Like, you know, I'm not terrible all the time, you know. I'm doing pretty good now, actually. I get, like, a lot of good KDRs. These are private matches, by the way. We are just messing around. These are probably, you know, infected ones. I just try and do trick shots and stuff. I don't do trick shots online because I try to improve my KDR, not destroy it. I did a lot of crappy gameplay, so I was trying to get gold in a lot of weapons like the MK14, the Model 1887. They're not easy to keep, and KDRs have a tendency to suffer when you try to use weapons like that, unless you're absolutely stupendous at using crappy weapons, but I'm not that good. But, alright, let's get into other stuff. Let's wait for this to load. Recent matches. There's a good bit here. I'll just show you my first one, which was probably my most of these, be advised, are probably private matches. This one's my private match. Let's view the details on this. It was infected. It was offline, I could tell. And, yeah. It was I had 25-1 KDR, which is 25. I've had 2 headshots, no assists. My nemesis for this round is him, because JJ Jangalo, who is a friend of mine on the game, and he killed me once. I haven't died any other time. And then Keter is my victim because I killed him 5 times. Which I've killed a lot of people, obviously, but I killed him more than everybody. I sort of had a blending of how many people I've killed more than everybody else, and he happened to be the person I killed slightly more than everybody else of, with a 25-1 KDR. But, yeah, that's pretty much all for that, and let's get into some more stuff here. And that's JJ Jangalos, whose stats are even worse than mine. Oh my god, a .56 KDR. But yet he gets 233 XP a minute. He's played more of this game than I have, and he plays mostly domination. He's played only 14 hours of, I'm assuming that's probably private match. 49 hours of that, and yeah. He doesn't play a lot as much kill. He's played way more than I have of this game, obviously. Just by several hours. Jesus. How much does he play then? He must have had this game way before I did, or he plays more than I do. I don't know. And this guy I just met, but I kill him a lot. It was Keter. Let's look at his overall stats of that match. He is not prestiged at all. He is a .41 KDR. I thought it was terrible. Okay, his win rate is higher. And he does make, but he makes somewhat less XP. And he has barely more than half my KDR, which isn't even that good to begin with. Is everybody I play that bad at this game? I mean, really. I mean, just to have anything below a .6 is terrible. I mean, .4? I mean, do you never get good kills or something? I mean, I'm making fun of you, you know, but Jesus, I'm not this good at the game, and somehow I'm getting a higher KDR than every one of my friends are. I mean, really. Some of my friends have higher KDRs, like over 1, but not that many. I think I'm just average, because truthfully, not everybody gets over 1, or even at 1%, or at 1 KDR. Hardly any of my friends do. And people keep saying, oh, this is average. It's not. At least not for PS3. Maybe it is for Xbox players. I don't know. All I know is, out of all the people I've ever met, hardly any of them have anywhere near a 1 KDR. In fact, most of them have less than I do, which is kind of bad, since I know I'm not that good at this game. You know, maybe just PS3 players aren't as good or something, I don't know. But that's not that important. But let's go to the scoreboard. We'll look at the score. Oh, and I didn't mean to hit that button. I'm going to check these guys' KDRs and stuff like that as I go through them, but you don't have to go for Keter or Jangalo, which coincidentally are the other two. As you can see, as you'll notice, that the person in bright orange will be yourself, which is me, Deathbreaker 1. I used that clan tag at the time. I don't know, just there. Keter, which is the person I showed you, who's second place, and behind him is JJ. Calv with 520 points. Look at his stats for a second, just to show you the basics here. Of his stuff. He has a .62 KDR, which is lesser than mine, not by much. He has lesser winning weight than I do, which is kind of sad. He does make less I think he makes less SP than I do, nonetheless. And he seems to play. He's played less than I have. As you can see there, he's played a good bit less than I have. He doesn't play a lot. He doesn't even seem to play private match that much. I don't know. He plays a little bit good there. And that's pretty much it about Calv. He doesn't seem to play that game this much. Alright. And he's obviously significantly behind me. And let's get out of this. It's not letting me do anything. I'll have to do this for a second. My phone's just being mentally ill. And not in a weird way. Kennedy with 500. Let's look at his stats, shall we? We're just going to do a basic overview of their stats. He has a .72, which is 2.02 higher than me. He has a higher win rate than I do, and he's higher XP. And overall, he's played less than I have, telling me that Kennedy obviously is a better player than I am at this game, which I'm not surprised, see? You know, I'm not the best at this game. I'm not the worst either, you know. I'm just sort of average, you know. He's played less than I have, and he's doing better than me, which is, I guess, makes him a better player. Good job, Kennedy. Alright, the next person is Grim Reaper. You can pretty much tell who's better because they move in better positions. They always seem to get the kill. They always seem to know where to go. Alright, this guy's doing pretty decent. He's a little bit better than me at winning, and he's a little bit better than me in KDR. And yeah, there we go. .75, not that bad. He gets less XP than I do every round, but nonetheless, he's doing pretty good. He's played more than I have, and yeah, alright. Alright, let's go to Death Rage, which I don't think he's that good, but he could be better. I don't know. But he seems to be pretty crappy in private match, but he is barely behind me in KDR, and he is much better than me at matches. And he makes about the same amount I do, maybe a little bit less or whatever than I do in points and whatever not. I don't know. Makes no sense to me whatsoever. He's played significantly less than I have. As you can see, he's played less than a day worth of this game before. Ed Killer, let's look at his stats. 420 points that he made that round. Let's look at his stats. He's made significantly higher than me. As you can see, he has a .93 KDO, which is awesome. He's obviously way better at this game than I am. He has the same win ratio. I think he makes, I don't know. I don't really care about that. He's played a little bit less than I have, so he's obviously, you know, I'm not that good at this game. So as you'll notice, you'll see a lot of people that are a bit better at me at this game. But you don't see a lot of people that much better than me. Hold on, for some reason, like, disconnected or whatever, but it should get back to working. Okay, it won't let me do it for whatever reason. If I can't do it any more than that, then I just won't do it anymore. I think you get the picture. Alright, so he is oh my god, look at this. .36. How the heck do you get a .36 KDR? Ooh. He makes, I think, more XP. I don't even know how much XP I made. I don't really care. But ooh, that's terrible, bro. Raymond, let's look at Raymond's. He had 150 points this round, which doesn't matter because we're playing private match, and plus, if you're infected, there's not much you can do. Obviously, he's doing better than me at the .82 KDR, which is significantly higher than me. If I would have had a better start, I probably would have had way KDR than I do now. Maybe not as good as him, maybe better than him, I don't know. But I just did really bad at the beginning. If there's a way I could reset my stats, but still keep all the guns that I have today, and simply restart time, I would, because I'd be able to do better. But time's time. I'm not going to kill all and erase all the data that I've done just to do all that again. Not worth it. But, he's played less than I have. He's do better. Yeah, but I don't really think we need to get into more than that. The basics of the detail is that there's a lot of stats, a lot of deaths, a lot of crap. I don't think you want to see every person. We just showed you the ups and downs, people better than me, people lesser than me. There's a lot of things, you know. A lot of my friends aren't that good. But that's the custom classes. Let's look at a quick look at my customs here, which isn't that, you know. I only use one custom class. I made another one, which is the Ride Shield one. I don't use it at all. But the one I use all the time is this one. I did change it from a PP90M1 to an ACR, which, yeah, I use the RPG I plan on using the C4 when I do it. I'm slowly trying to use my prestige tokens to gradually get every piece of the puzzle. Like eventually when I start up and get out, like eventually when I'm high enough prestige, and I'll use all my prestige tokens, because I know what all the things look like, because I had them before. I hit 20th prestige this last time, and I picked up all the the packages, so I know what all those little packages look like. And I don't really think that those you know, the emblems and stuff aren't really that worth it, and I'm not gonna get it again like I did last time. I'm gonna spend it on prestige tokens. I started experimenting for the first part, MK14s, you know, Model 1887s, which I got a 2-in-1 headshot for. Awesome. Semtex, which I'll be replacing with a C4 as soon as I can unlock it. Portable, which I use, of course, as we all know, a prestige Recon Hard Low and Stalker Pro with my specialist perks, which are Assassin, which is pro, by the way, and so is the Scavengers, which are both pro out. I did pro them. It doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't show them pro, but they are pro. And of course, Blind Eye, which is not pro. And the Final Stand Death Streak. And that's all I really use. Challenge-wise, I didn't do that well. I don't really play as many challenges anymore. I put a lot of emphasis when I first started, but when you get when the game gets so boring when it does the same thing, do you really want to put that much effort into just doing crap? I certainly don't. So I'm going to go into my challenges and just show you not how many I don't do. As soon as it lets me in my challenges, there we go. No, I don't want to do that. As we all know, you can choose to track your challenges if you want to. But I've only done 624 out of over 2,000, so I obviously did not put a lot of effort into these. I just would have left them be. But that's pretty much all I wanted to show you guys. A good bit of my time. So this is Zach and Christopher. I just showed you this. This is Zach and Christopher. Please comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos. There's no guarantee I'll continuously do this, depending on what my comments are. Just give me comments, and I will read them. And you know, if you want me to respond, I will do that. And that's pretty much it, guys. This is Zach and Christopher. And I'm out.